I am going to mix the red pepper coulis, and then I'll saute the mushrooms, the duxelle, so that we can have that. That's going to be our hors d'oeuvre. Okay, and.
Yes, I am.
See if I can find something. No. Spring mix. That's all. Spring mix. Alright, so what I'm going to do, these are the peppers we roasted off the other day. So they've had a chance just to sit and relax. We're going to peel the skin off, and we're going to saute them up. A little bit of onion, some olive oil, a little chicken stock, and some salt. So I got my onions right there. And what I'll do, add a little bit of olive oil. Send that on. A little bit of olive oil in there. Warm that up. So now, what I'm going to do is take the skin, take a little bit of that char off, and we're going to turn this basically into a sauce. Alright? When you have, when you're doing your coulis, a lot of times you leave in the pulps from the product, whatever you're making. And then if you're making a sauce, a lot of times you're going to strain it off. So your coulis are a little more hearty than your sauce. Now, you can do this, generally, red pepper coulis is probably the most predominant, but you can do this with just about anything, all right? If you're trendy, you're trying to keep up with the times, you can do yellow pepper. Very few people do green pepper coulis. All right. Flavor. Primarily, that's it.
Different flavor profiles.
Very different flavor profiles. But then, at the same token, a lot of times, and like I said, I'm not out to make condescending statements to anybody. But does everybody know that green peppers aren't ripe?
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah, it is.
I didn't know, Chef.
The thing is, but you know what? The thing is, nobody was saying it.
I got a dog. We're
Right. But this is your green pepper.
Okay. But you don't really make sense of it.
Right. But that's my point for saying is that a lot of people don't know that this is your green pepper. Yellow pepper was a green pepper. Right, and they started.
But I will tell you this. I used to wonder what the special seed or whatever to make the red pepper.
It is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, they all is.
Yeah, it is a different seed.
Yeah.
But that's why I say,
Yeah.
you know, a lot of times, and the reason why I said it, Mr. Crawford, is because I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't know so long ago.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they fool you in the store when they have the seeds that says green bell pepper.
Green bell pepper.
Yeah.
No, if you buy, you'll buy red, you'll buy yellow,
Right. And it is the same thing with, I guess, green tomatoes. You know.
Yeah, you pick them early when they're green so you can fry them. They're
Right.
really good for frying.
They're firmer when they're green, so they hold up better in the oil when they're being fried.
But the maceration process, for it has to turn, the color's going to turn on the vine, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Generally, it's
That's the difference between that and the green pepper, green tomatoes. Okay.
Green pepper is
Now, without a doubt, if you do have a garden, you'll learn over time. And I mean, you know, you got your compound, your compost and all that. It helps with, you know, the ripening process and all that.
Now, is that the same thing with, like, the green as opposed to red jalapeno peppers?
No, that's when you get into Scoville units and the process of the heat and all that. Peppers are their own entity, always will be. All right. So I got some onions in there. I'm gonna saute real fast. All right. I also am gonna taste red pepper food. Yes. All right. I'm gonna cut up my peppers, my roasted peppers, which should have a nice sweetness to them now. All right. A marked difference in. I think your red pepper probably will be a little sweeter. Same thing with yellow. And if you've ever seen the, I guess you'd have to call them a hybrid, the orange peppers.
Yeah.
All right.
Those are really good.
They're very far in between, you know, when they come out, but when they do, everybody, you know, gets a kick out of them. All right, so you got your red peppers cut up, and what I'm gonna do, all right, so we saute. Now we're gonna saute the peppers and the onions together. All right, and it's more or less, it only takes a minute to get them up. That's the minus with these induction stoves. As soon as you lift it up, it makes noise. And then everything goes in a blender, and it's going to be pureed. And that will be your red pepper coulis. Okay? Now, a lot of times you got to make sure when you're blending and stuff, you want to make sure that you got a good blender that can puree it pretty well. Not out for color, so I keep it moving. Okay?
So you're just sweating it?
Yep. Watch your heat underneath. No seasoning yet. It's soft. We're just going to soft that. Okay. All right, so we sweat. They start to become translucent. What I'll do now is I'll add in my peppers. What's that? Toss your food?
That's what I'm saying.
You know the best way to practice that? Ice cubes. Practice with some ice cubes. Yeah. All right. So now I'm gonna add in my chicken stock. Red pepper coulis. You can use it as a dipping sauce. You can use it as a garnish on your, not a garnish, but a sauce on your actual plate.
Okay, like chicken dinners?
Yeah. Yes.
You wouldn't put the, chicken, that, just the stock.
No, I'm not putting the fat in it.
So can you like
I'm not gonna put the fat in it.
with meat or something?
Can you cook what with me?
No.
You can, but the whole idea is that if you cook some kind of protein with it, the sauce will start to burn. The sauce will burn faster. All right? You could fold this into some cheese, and then probably stuff. All right, stuff a mushroom, stuff a ravioli. All right. So it only takes a minute. So you got all your flavors in there. It comes up to a simmer. So I'm gonna kill it. All right. So stop the heating. Now I'm gonna take all of this, put it into my blender, and then I'm gonna turn it in. She's right. She's absolutely right.
Hand me that.
All right.
No, the controls.
Yep. Oh, it's actually got a lid that works. Sorry. You get used to being in the kitchen where your Vitamix doesn't have a lid on it.
Would you put your hand up?
Let's come and steam out. Now is when you're going to add in a little salt. Okay? And even then, a lot of times, I always tell you, I don't do a lot of salt in the beginning, especially if, I've got others that need to try it, How's that? You got a ninja? Nice. Very nice. Very nice to have. A Vitamix costs $3.99 each, but it's probably one of the best blenders on the market that you'll ever have. Most kitchens have them now. If you're gonna serve pureed soups, everybody has a Vitamix.
You don't want to puree.
Roku won't do that.
And then, but I think, isn't that a cheaper alternative?
Yeah. So what's the,
And he has two blenders.
how long they last?
Oh, the Vitamix. If you take care of your Vitamix will last you 10 to 12 years. And I mean, it can cut up anything. If you ever get a chance, watch there's some videos on YouTube, and it shows you how the thing can cut up both.
Cell phone.
Cell phone, yeah. It can chop up and it'll puree.
I remember on the Iron Chef, when the burger on there.
Well, yeah, hopefully nobody's doing that, but. Alright, I'll put a little more salt in. But that is your red pepper coulis. Alright? Now, to me, this has a nice sweetness to it. Alright? And I think a lot of times, that's what you want. It'll give you the natural flavor. A little better. So that will be our sauce that we'll use. And now we'll do our mushroom duxelles to go with our preferable. I'm going to let that cool, but if you want to taste it, you're more than welcome to taste it. All right? You know, I always tell you, if you've never tried something, you need to at least give it a try. I'm sure you heard that from your parents growing up. First thing you do is turn off your, I don't like it.
Yeah. You got it. Okay, good and creamy.
I don't want to see you out there.
Wait, let us show you, Seth.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Take that meat.
I've never been a huge fan of puree. I don't like that baby texture on it. Yeah, we just basically do.
Okay, grab the rice.
All right, so now let's do some mushroom duxelles to go with it. All right, and it kind of all comes together for you once.